guys, it's Jess from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with a book haul for you. I don't know if I'm going to call it my October book haul. It's not really my fall book haul. Fall just started like a week ago, so I don't know what I'm going to call this, but I have over 30 books to share with you. I went to a book signing in September, got like 10 books from that, got a bunch from the publisher. I bought some, so I'm going to go ahead and get to what I have recently acquired. So the first book I have is, you're gonna be like, am I on the right channel? That's The Whisper Man by Alex North. And this is for a specific project that I'm currently doing, so I can't tell you why I have this, and I am almost done with it. So I am not a thriller reader. I'm scared reading this. I was reading it last night and I was alone. My sister was at work and it was dark out and I just had my dogs and I had to turn the TV on to have some noise and turn the lights on because I was getting scared. This is about a serial killer who killed little children by whispering outside their windows, and he was caught 20 years ago, and now another little boy disappeared and they said he heard whispers outside. So I'm really intrigued on what's going to happen in these last 100 pages. We'll see if I end up liking it. Next is a book I already finished, and that's Serpent and Dove by Shelby Morin. I don't know how to say that last name. This is a YA fantasy. I've already read it. I will not tell you what I thought of it until my videos talking about this and my wrap up, so keep an eye out for that. But this is definitely more new adult. I feel like the characters are older, and it is about a witch and she has to marry a witch hunter. So that's all I'm gonna say. And yeah. Next I received from the publisher, comes out in November, and that is Winterwood by Shay Earnshaw. This one is a haunting romantic tale that takes place in a forest. That's all I know about it. I'm very excited to read it this month. It's definitely on my TBR. Then I was sent a copy of Neat by Candy Steiner from the author, and I did a whole review video and a trope video about my favorite smart guy romances. And this is about a guy who works at a whiskey distillery, and he's the tour guide, and his family is pretty much enemies with the family who owns the distillery because their families pretty much formed it together, but the other one took most of the credit, and she doesn't want to be there, and she's very much the bad girl, and they have kind of a forbidden romance. Then I went to Half Price Books, and I think they were having a 20% off sale, and I found Savaged by Mia Sheridan. I have no idea what it's about, and I just know that they have a Mia Sheridan book there. Whenever they have indie books, I have to resist, because if I buy all the indie books, I am using all my money, because they've had some really good books lately. They had The Guy on the Right by Kate Stewart. They had On the Rocks by Candy Steiner. I've already read both of those, and I own On the Rocks, so I didn't buy a book I've already read. And I just love Mia Sheridan. I don't know what this is about, but I decided to grab it. Then I was sent a copy of Seduction on a Snowy Night, and it is by these 3 historical romance authors. I was sent this from the publisher, and I'm very excited to read this soon because I'm definitely in the cold winter mood. If you can't tell, I have my fluffy quarter zip on. It's finally fall weather outside, though it's a little hot up here. But I'm very excited to have this and read it. The next one I was sent unsolicited from the publisher, and that is A Bitter Feast by Deborah Cromb. I have no idea what this is about. I don't even know what genre it is. It just showed up in my mail. Then I was sent an arc from Penguin of Steel Tide by Natalie C. Parker, and this is book 2 in the Seafire series. Seafire is book 1, about an all-female pirate crew, and they are trying to seek revenge on the bad guy who has like these boats of boys called bullets. That's all I can say, but I'm very excited to have book 2 and read it. It already came out, and I haven't read this yet, but I really am excited to read it after that ending of book 1. Alright, so the next 3 came in my goodie bag at the signing I went to. Everybody who got a ticket got a bag full of books, and so these 3 were in there. I don't know what they're about, but they are In Your Eyes by Jake Henner, Sanctum by Lexi Blake, and The Flame by Christopher Rice. Then I did pre-order 2 books from Susan Stoker there. She was having a really good deal on her books, so I got 2, and I got Defending Chloe and Defending Allie. I believe these are books 2 and 3 because I found book 1 at Half Price Books, and I'm very excited to read them. They're Mountain Mercenary books. I don't know anything else about them, but I'm excited to have them. I also pre-ordered 2 books from Donna Grant, so I got Highland Mist and A Dark Guardian. She was also having a really good pre-order sale, and these both are Highlander romances. This one has the Fae in it. This guy is like a guard of something. I don't know, but I'm excited to have them. The next 2 also came in my goodie bag, and that is Jennifer L. Armentrout's The Prince and Vengeance by Rebecca Zanetti. The goodie bag also came with a bunch of paperbacks, so I got In Too Deep by Lori Foster, and then it also has One Enchanted Moment by Sarah Morgan in it. And it came with a paperback of The Shadows by J.R. Ward, and this is signed, and this is the only Black Dagger Brotherhood book that has made me cry, so I'm kind of happy this one was in there, even though I already own the hardback. I can cherish this one as well. Then I got The Darkest Promise by Gena Showalter, which is like way far in this series, but I do own a few of the couple first of the series, so maybe I'll get to this eventually. Then in the bookstore, of course, I had to look and buy more books, even though I don't need them, and I got An Alpha's Choice by Carrie Ann Ryan. This is book 2 in this series. I got book 1, I think from Thrift Books. I haven't read it yet, but they are werewolf romances. I also picked up Fixed on You by Laura Lynn Page. I've heard really good things about Laura Lynn Page, and this is actually a lot shorter than I thought it would be. So yeah, I decided to get it. I don't know what it's about. Then I got Dax by Sawyer Bennett. Actually, my sister got this in line because I didn't bring anything for Sawyer Bennett to sign, but she had books at her table, and I thought they said $10, but they said $10 and up, so this one was $15, but my sister still bought it, and it is a hockey romance, and that's all I know about this one. Then I was at Jennifer Probst's table, and I bought one of her books in the bookstore and then another one at her table because it was $10, and I got A Brand New Ending and All Roads Lead to You. These two are books 2 and 3 in the series. She didn't have book 1 at her table, and I think I liked the covers and synopses better. And they are about people who own a bed and breakfast, and I believe one's a second chance romance, and I don't remember what the other one's about. I think one of them's about like rescuing a racehorse. I don't know, but they sound really cute, and I'm excited to read them. And then I needed another book by this author, even though I still have not read a single book by her, and I own like 8, and that is Ruin by Rachel Van Dyken. I met her at a Polycon, had her sign all my books, and she was very lovely. I told her I'd never read any, but she was fun to talk to. And then my sister had read one of her books, and her books were super cheap, and I asked my sister to pick this up for me while she was in her line and signed it to me. So I've seen this around, and I think it's good, so I bought it. The next 2 books I picked up at Half Price Books, and it is Shadow and Ice by Gena Showalter. I read, I think, half of this for review, and then I interviewed Gena, and then I never got around to finishing this. I really loved it though while I was reading it, and so I need to finish this, but I have a copy now in a paperback. And then I picked up Archangel's Prophecy by Nalini Singh because this is one of the newer books in the Guild Hunter series, and I am determined to read the series. I've read book 1, and I know there's a lot of them, so I really want to read the series. Speaking of Nalini Singh, I did get a few books from Berkeley Romance, and they sent me a finished copy of Archangels War, which is the newest paperback of this series, and I'm nowhere near ready to review this book for them, but like I said, I really want to read the series, so I'm hoping to get to this at some point soon. Berkeley also sent me A Cowboy Under the Mistletoe by Jessica Clare. This looks really fun, and I'm so in the mood for my Christmas romances soon, so I could not resist getting this. Then Forever sent me a finished copy of Down Too Deep by J. Daniels. I've already read this. It comes out next week, I think. It comes out on Tuesday, so probably it's already come out by the time I'm posting this video. And this is a really cute single parent romance. The man has a daughter who is 2, and the woman has 2 8-year-old children, and she ends up helping him raise his daughter and take care of her. So very fun, very cute romance, and I'm very excited to have a finished copy. Then I was sent a finished copy of Royal Holiday by Jasmine Guillory. There have been some not so good things Jasmine Guillory has been saying about being a Black romance author. I'll leave it at that. If you want to know more, go check out Twitter. But this is her 4th book, and it's actually in hardback, which is really exciting, and it is a holiday romance. So I'm excited to read this, and it is about the mother of one of her other characters falling in love at a castle. Then there was a really good sale on Amazon, so I picked up The Raging Ones by Kristen and Becky Richie. I think this was like $8. I know it's their sci-fi fantasy book, and I don't know anything else, but I wanted to read it, and it's been on my wish list for a while, so I couldn't resist that cheap price for a hardback. Then you guys are going to be very excited. I picked up a copy of Gabriel's Inferno by Sylvain Reynard. This one I believe is going to be a movie, and it's a student-teacher romance. I don't know anything about it. I think it's Professor. But everybody loves this, and I finally am going to read it soon. Then I was very excited. I got a paperback from the author of The Second We Met by Maya Hughes. This is book 2 in the Fulton Hughes series about some football players. I believe this one is the football player's friend. I don't remember if he plays football too, but I really loved the first book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Really great new adult series, so I'm excited to read book 2, which comes out this month. Then in my Hello Lovely mystery box that I was sent from the company was What I Need by J. Daniels. This was the mystery book in it, and it had like 3 other goodies in it. It was a really fun box. This is J. Daniels series, and it is book 5, I think. I've only read book 1, but I'm really excited to have this because I love J. Daniels. And lastly, I was sent a finished copy of Twice in a Blue Moon by Christina Lauren. This was not my favorite. I read my arc. This came out, I think. Possibly it came out already. Or is about to come out. It comes out early October, so it might be out already. I don't know, but it just did not do it for me. I gave it 3 stars, probably more like a 2.5. The romance wasn't great. It wasn't really even there. It was definitely more centered around our main character's journey and her relationship with her father. And I feel like the romance was very in the background. So yeah, and about 100 pages is in the past, and then it goes to the present. So it was okay, not my favorite, but the cover is gorgeous and shiny, and I love it. And that is my book haul. I just went through over 30 books really quickly, but let me know down below what you're excited for me to have received or what you have purchased this month. I would love to know. As always, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.